Got all the equipment laid out. Shit, my helmet hit the damn. Anyway, this is what I wear. Screen guard too. Alright, so anyway, it's been over 2 weeks. Well, it's been 2 weeks since I mowed the backyard, and I want to show you what it looks like. And tomorrow exactly will be 2 weeks. Look how high that is. Can you see that? That's in 2 friggin' weeks. How high this grass is. All that. Of course, you got pull weeds, out of the gravel everywhere. Hold on, this carpet's getting caught. Of course, got to blow off the property. Got to do the side of my apartment. Cut all this pampas grass along the wall because it's draping over into the fucking driveway. All right, gonna cut this pampas grass too. Gotta situate that in a minute. This has been 2 weeks since. No, this has been since the middle of July, the 15th, since I cut the front lawn. I have, as of late, I've been letting this grow longer than I used to. I used to cut it more frequently, but it does better when I cut it less frequently. And then Walgreens is still up to the old tricks of not taking care of the property. So when I'm on a riding lawnmower, I might take care of that. But I gotta also weed eat the island. Gotta get more mulch and put down more mulch here. Idiot Walmart sent black mulch instead of red mulch the last time, so we had to bring all that shit back. 20 bags. See all the weeds growing up? I'm gonna weed eat all this crap. All this. Look how tall that is. Normally I take care of the junipers in the front bushes. Those big ass bushes. Last time I walked by them, I got attacked by yellow jackets. These have to be taken care of. Weeds over here. Don't want this place looking like Peachtree Landing. Or your place, if your place looks like Peachtree Landing. If you know, you know. Got to trim the bushes. Blow off all this. Blow off the property. Time to get started. See, this is because of the rain. Also because was up and taking care of the other property. Bouncing back and forth. So if I do go to the gym, it's going to be cardio later. But this is my main focus. So I just want to show you that real quick. It's 5:10. Time to rock and roll. Let me get my helmet. Where did I leave my helmet? Oh, my car. Ridiculous. This blower. We're down to, I had 2 weed eaters, but 2 Ryobis. One of them broke. Just won't start. When I pull a crank, it comes out like fast, and it makes a weird sound, and it just isn't starting up. It's kaput. I like Ryobi. I love the attachments. I don't like the fact that they don't last long. That's the part that's annoying. Anyway, so I got my work cut out for me. I gotta take care of all this. I'm showing you live the before, how this place looks, and I'll put it on a regular video. I don't think I'll go live, or I might go live and show you the after. See? Weeds. Pick the weeds out of your garden and stuff, folks. So I got to take care of all this. Weed eat all this. Okay? Weed all behind the pampas grass and in between. Hopefully I won't get attacked by fucking yellow jackets. I got to weed eat all along the tree line in between the trees where the lawnmower can't go. Back there behind the sheds. And in the front, weed eat the front for the weeds. And so you see the Well, it took me a little over 2 hours just after 8. It's like 8:20. A lot of this was done with the riding lawnmower. Did a lot of the weed eating around there until I ran out of string, and then I put the string back in, and the weed eater is flooded, doesn't want to start. So I had to be hassled with that. And since the weed eater was flooded, I had to wait like 15 minutes, but I wasn't going to stand around doing nothing. I grabbed the push mower, and instead of weed eating the side of my apartment, I push mowed all this. See alongside the pampas grass? I'll show you. All this push mowed on a hill, on a slant. All right. In between the pampas grass. All this. Again, in between the pampas grass. See how far it goes? On this hill. Yeah. All this on a hill. While the weed eater was unflooding itself. But when I was done with the push mower and I wanted to use the weed eater, it still wouldn't start. And what I had to do is I had to weed eat the island over there and the pampas grass. But the weed eater still wouldn't start. It was still flooded. Even after I mowed the grass over here. All that time. So, what did I do? I bent over and picked weeds in the damn island, which took more time than weed eating. Weed eating was a lot faster, but the stupid weed eater was flooded. So I had to pick weeds as much as I could. This was mostly riding mower, just like the back was mostly riding mower, and I just touched it up with the push mower. Even did fucking Walgreens right here. It's the entrance to the neighborhood. Fucking Walgreens, I did their job, bastards. They need to be doing their damn job, taking care of their own property. So then after that, I said, I went and tried a weed eater again. Bastard thing started up, but I didn't keep my hand on the trigger to keep it going. I released it, and then it went kaput, and it wouldn't start up again. You know when it started up? Right when, just in time for me to blow off the property, as you can see. Just in time for me to blow off the driveway, the rocks, so we can see what weeds are there to be pulled. Just in time, right when I got done doing picking the weeds, instead of using the weed eater because I couldn't, instead of me using the weed eater on the pampas grass because I couldn't, I had to do it by hand, you know, with a trimmer, you know, a hand trimmer, whatever you call it, scissors, hand scissors, not scissors. I can't think of the friggin' name, but I had to do it by hand. Just know that on a tarp and drag the tarp to the embankment and drop it off. Then after that, all that, this weed eater wanted to start. After all that. Okay, so let me show you again. All this was cruddy. You saw that in the live feed that I did a little while ago, live stream. And I blew it off to make it look way better. Still got more work to do, but this is, you know, was up in the mountains, and I couldn't take care of this, so I finally seized the moment. But it's a lot better than it was. Even picked some weeds here in this little garden. Push mowed all that because the weed eater was down. See, here's the thing. You know the on and off button? Well, the weed eater does not shut off this one. It's a Ryobi. They always get their quirks. It doesn't shut off by pressing the off button. The off button doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So when you start it up and when you're done using it and want to shut it off, you have to throttle it. And then you squeeze it and it basically chokes itself off. And then if you go to start it right after that, it's flooded by default, I guess, because it choked itself. Something like that. It's re-ish. I even got some friggin' weeds in the junipers. That doesn't look deep, but I went right behind there, that juniper, because there was a weed about 4 feet in, and I couldn't reach it from here. So I put my foot in there, and it went down like 4 feet. It seemed like it gets deep in there. But anyway, you see how much pampas grass. I trimmed all that. So now I could walk in the driveway without getting like cut by those damn blades. There's that. More work to be done, but not today.